All right, man. If you are in Virginia, you know what I mean? Virginia's for lovers, but apparently Virginia State Police, they don't really believe that anymore. You know what I mean? They just took delivery of 9 brand new 2024 Ford Mustang GT50s. They have added Ford Mustangs to the fleet at this point. 155 mile per hour top speed, 5.0 V8. You already know, Coyote motor, the whole 9. They've got 9 of them, spending a little under 50K a pop. You know what I mean? Invested a little over $500,000 to bring Ford Mustang to the force. And they're not the only ones. North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, and now Virginia has brought the Ford Mustang to their fleet. So they're not playing around. And they plan on using these for heavy duty work. Like, you're going to be seeing these on the streets in Virginia. If you're in Virginia and you're living that life, you might want to think twice. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a house that makes this a house vlog. You know how it's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, and police chases. If you're into that, man, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So before we even get started, I just want you guys to watch this video. Tell me what you think.
You want to outrun Virginia State Police, but you definitely don't want to try it now.
The agency is rolling out a new fleet of extremely fast Ford Mustangs. Fox House Josh Rosenthal is in McLean tonight with the details.
Have you ever seen a police car like that?
No.
No. And if you look at this video sent over by Virginia State Police,
VSP. Yeah.
it's easy to see why.
Yeah.
Troopers announced the rollout of 9 Ford Mustang GTs.
9.
Telling us officials were looking for an innovative way to bump up both recruitment and agency morale.
We think we're pretty darn good at what we do, but if you sit back and rest on your laurels, you're going to get past.
And getting past probably isn't something you have to worry about in this.
We think we've hit on something here, and the public seems to think so too.
Lieutenant Colonel Todd Taylor told us you can expect to see the Mustangs throughout the entire Commonwealth being driven by standout troopers with specialized training and being used as general patrol vehicles.
Yeah.
You're telling me just an average Virginia State Police 911 call, somebody could pull up a police officer in one of these?
Absolutely, sir. We want some attention, positive attention around the agency, and we think this particular vehicle can help us do that.
Yeah.
Well, so far so good.
Social media.
Social media's gone crazy.
Yeah.
National publications are paying attention.
Yeah.
And get this.
These are cheaper than your normal patrol vehicles?
They are, sir. They're about $500 cheaper a piece.
With officials saying each of the Mustangs cost $47,156.
Yeah.
Whereas a police package Explorer runs them $47,603.
It look fast. It's definitely gonna catch somebody.
Yeah, it is.
And speaking of catching somebody, I did ask what would happen if a trooper needs to arrest someone. These Mustangs aren't large vehicles. Apparently, troopers always put people that they arrest in the front seat, on the passenger side. And I'm told that if, for whatever reason, they need to create a little distance between themselves and the suspect, they need to put the suspect in a back seat, then typically they'll ask a local agency that might have a cage in their cruiser.
So you heard it there. You know what I mean? Virginia's not playing around. Virginia is now the latest to hop on the bandwagon of bringing the 5.0s to the fleet. I'm not going to say first was North Carolina, but I know North Carolina was one of the first ones. We've talked about them in the past. Let's look at the specs of this thing. This is a video from X. That looks clean. I'm not even going to lie to you. It looks clean. Virginia State Police on there. I'm not going to say it's nearly as clean as North Carolina, because North Carolina's got the black and silver contrast, you know what I mean, at the top. I definitely think North Carolina's got the some of the dopest trooper cars, but, you know, whatever. It sounds good, I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I want to hear him get on it. Well, I'll put it to you like this. They all sound good. You know what I mean? The new S650 Ford Mustang GT Pursuit vehicles just came in last week, and they put it on social media. 480 horsepower Mustang GTs. We already know that. 155 mile per hour top speed. You know, if you're hitting 155, good luck. They are going to get the GT Pursuit package, so they're going to be wearing the 19-inch carbonized gray aluminum wheels with the Brembo brakes, the big ones, from the GT Performance package, and that's what North Carolina Highway Patrol had as well, the GT Performance package. So this is not a regular 5.0. However, VSP Mustangs do not have the raised rear wing that is also included in the package. However, they are all equipped with the 5.0 liter Coyote V8, obviously. You know what I mean? $47,000 times 9, that's a little under 500,000. 47,000, I think she said 156 times 9. That's right at about 424,000, 425. So a little under 500,000, which is significantly less than what North Carolina spent, because I think North Carolina, we went out there and spent like 1.2, 1.5 million, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I think that's what we talked about. Yeah, that literally the first video that pops up was mine. 1.25 million. They got 25. So North Carolina brought 25, and I think VSP is bringing 9 to the entire state. That seems a little underwhelming. You would think they would at least go for 10, 15 of them. You know what I mean? But I'll put it to you like this, man. If you look in your rearview mirror and you're in anything less than a Cat, GT500, ZL1, something crazy like that, and you see this Mustang, you better be one hell of a driver, because these things do move. You know what I mean? It's a Mustang. Let's stop playing here. These things definitely move. You know what I'm saying? There are 40 more. So, okay, boom. So I knew that they were expecting more. Like, there's no way that you can just do 9. So 7 will patrol across Virginia, 1 of them in our area. Only a few troopers have the qualifications necessary to drive these cars, complete an extensive training. Obviously, they're not going to just give these to anybody. These right here are the test pilots. There are 40 more that have been put on hold. They want to see how these do out on the road before they purchase the other ones. But right now, it's looking positive. So what he said was, not only do we want these cars for the sake of, actual police work, right? They're lighter, they're faster than the Charger, they're lighter, they're faster than the Ford Explorer, obviously. But he wants to, as he said, raise morale, you know what I mean? And create kind of a positive sentiment around highway patrol. And cars like this definitely will do that. If you're a muscle car guy or Mustang guy, period, and you see this thing, you're going to ask questions. You're going to want to talk to the trooper. You're going to want to see the inside, rightfully so. So it does work. It does create kind of a positive sentiment around the force. And it does kind of raise the morale. Like, imagine if you're a highway patrol officer and you get to drive a damn 5.0 all day long. Like, that's just your job. It's driving that 5.0 and running motherfuckers down all day long. Like, you would enjoy your job as well. So he's absolutely right. They work, man. I mean, if they're going to purchase 40 more, damn, that's some big money. Let's do 40 times, what's it, 47,156? So that's 1.8 million. 1.8 million is what Virginia plans to... what they plan on investing into Ford Mustangs, because they're going to buy 40 more. Damn. You know what I mean? That's a lot. You know what I mean? But a little under $2 million right there. But, Virginia making money. Y'all making money up there. Let's stop playing. If North Carolina's got 1.2 to put into Ford Mustangs, I'm sure Virginia's got 1.8 laying around. You know what I mean? Stop playing. But long story short, guys, if you're in Virginia and you're getting to it and that's how you live that lifestyle, just be mindful. You've got some competition out there. Scat packs are fast. Scat packs on paper are faster. 180 mile an hour top speed, 485 horsepower. That's true. But our cars are also heavier. You know what I mean? Heavy, heavy, heavy. And, that weight to power ratio definitely factors in. You know what I mean? I can sit here and say all day long that my Hellcat is 1,000 horsepower, which it is. But when I line my 1,000 horsepower, 4,500, 4,700 pound Charger next to 1,000 horsepower Corvette ZR1, it's a different story. You know what I mean? That Corvette ZR1 is probably 500 to 1,000 pounds lighter than my shit. Maybe not that much. At least 500 pounds. So 500 pounds is weight. So with that being said, the Mustang at this point, anything other than a tuned Scat or tuned RT, I'm not leaving my RT boys out there. Tuned Scat, tuned RT, Hellcat, GT500, something wild like that. they're coming for you. You know what I mean? And I don't know how aggressive they are in Virginia. I've seen a couple videos. We've done a couple reviews on this channel, but I'm sure they don't play. I know they don't play. And I know they're going to be putting these 5.0s to work. You know what I mean? If they plan on buying 40 more, so the 9 that they already purchased are just to test the market, just to see how well they do. Obviously, just kind of the day-to-day grind of being a trooper, right? I would imagine a whole lot of idle time on these engines. They got to, kind of look at the gas mileage as well. Is this going to be good on gas? Like, we can't have troopers at the fucking gas station every 3 hours all day long. Like, that defeats the purpose. Are they good on gas? Are they good? Well, we know they're good with accelerating and high speed and all that stuff. What about turning? You know what I mean? I remember back in the day as a kid, one of my dad's highway patrol friends had the old school Camaro. And the old school Corvette, back when the Corvettes were highway patrol officers. And he was like, these cars are fast, but they can't turn for shit. Once you get up to about 100 miles an hour, they cannot turn for shit. 80 to 100, they don't turn, right? And so a lot of departments want to test these cars out and see if they can hold up to the day-to-day grind, hustle, and bustle of being a highway patrol officer. But once they do, they're going to be dropping 40 more of these. Damn, $1.8 million is going to be on the roads in Virginia coming soon. You know what I mean? They are not playing around. They're ready to drop that money. So Dodge is out, Ford is in. They're going back. A lot of these departments, like the department has not used the Mustang since the 80s. That was the same thing with North Carolina. I don't think the North Carolina Highway Patrol Department had used the Mustang anytime since like the 80s, probably 70s or 80s, maybe even earlier than that. So a lot of these departments are going back to the Mustang. You know what I mean? They're going back. So with that being said, road and track, yeah, they've got it as well. They were talking about Virginia. It's been all over the social media. But with that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short here. If you're in Virginia and you look in your rearview mirror and you see that right there, you might want to go ahead and call it a day because it's not going to be a pretty one for you. So, yeah. As always, like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Knockout 360. I will see you in the next one, man. Peace.